This is Heather with Women Own Wheels, and this is my top 5 review for the 2019 Nissan Rogue SL. Now this particular model retails for around $35,000. A special thanks goes to Cedar Park Nissan for allowing me to test drive and review this beautiful vehicle. We're going to be covering styling, safety, technology, storage, and handling. So let's get rolling. Number 1 is styling, and I am absolutely in love with this blue paint on this Rogue. Now let's move around to the front. It's got a very sporty, sleek front end. I really like the lines, how they come down to the center here with the headlights and grille, and the trim of chrome and black. As we move around to the side of the vehicle, I want to showcase the 19-inch rims we have on this SL model. I like how they take that black molding and wrap it around the fender wells, down the side of the vehicle and around the back. And they put in that pop of chrome. So you've got the chrome up there on your roof rails, around the windows, door handles, and even along that body molding at the bottom. We've got our blinkers right here in our side view mirrors. As well, if you'll notice, this vehicle has the 360 surround view, so you've got a camera right up under your side view mirror. Another important thing to point out is our little button here. So you're able to unlock and lock your vehicle, which the press of that button, being able to keep your key in your pocket or in your purse. Now the Rogue comes in 3 trim levels. We have the S, the SV, and the SL. This is the SL version. And I want to showcase that you also have available to you front wheel drive or all wheel drive in the Rogue. Now let's go ahead and take a peek inside. Moving into the interior. We're going to start, this model does have the black leather seats. We do have power seats on both the driver and passenger side. You've got an 8-way adjustable seat for the driver, as well as lumbar support. This particular model does have the heated seats for the driver and passenger, as well as a heated steering wheel. I want to show that this is an adjustable steering wheel too. And as we look across the dash, very nice clean lines, and we've got accents of the leather here and the high gloss black here and in your gear shift. Of course, you got the power doors, windows, and you can, of course, set your driver's seat with 2 different settings. As we move to the back, these back seats move forward by just adjusting right here on the bottom, front and back, as well as reclining. So your back passengers can be as comfortable as they would like. As we look up, we've got a panoramic power moonroof. And I do like how they incorporated the 2-tone, so you've got mainly all black interior and trim on the doors. And then from halfway up into the ceiling, we've got the lighter trim. Gives you the 2-tone inside, which is nice. Number 2 is safety. Nissan offers in their SV and SL model standard is called the Safety Shield 360. Let me tell you what it has. We've got the auto emergency braking with pedestrian detection, and that's going to be in the camera that's right up here behind your rearview mirror. We also have rear cross traffic alert, which is going to help you as you're backing up out of your parking spots, and you're just going to alert you if you've got an oncoming vehicle or a shopping cart or anything coming from the sides. Lane departure warning. And what I felt on that was as I was driving, if I'd get too close to the line or on the line, it would give me a ding. Also, we got blind spot warning, which is going to be right here. It showcases. And then we have high beam assist, which is your headlights, and rear automatic braking to prevent you from bumping into something as you're backing up, getting too close to an object. Now, this particular model also has the Pro Pilot Assist. And on this one, it includes, dun 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 dun, my favorite, which is adaptive cruise. Right here where you set your cruise control on, and you can set the distance, and it will maintain the speed until you reach a vehicle in front of you that happened to be going slower. Then it will slow down for you and then speed back up. We also have lane assist, which keeps you in your lane. And then we've got, it also will brake for you or helps you come to a complete stop if need be. Now, of course, Nissan does offer standard airbags. So you've got the driver and passenger airbags, you've got side airbags, which are on the seat, and you've got curtain airbags, which are up here in your B pillar. Number 3 is technology, and Nissan has really packed a punch in this category for this Rogue. Let me show you what they've got. Right here on our steering wheel, we have easy access to our volume control for the radio and changing stations. Right here is where you can make any changes to your center console up here. This is where you can adjust what your view is and make any adjustments to settings. Just to let you know, I did get about 24.5 miles per gallon in this vehicle while driving city and highway. Right over here on the other side, we do have our cruise control. And then below that, we've got the voice activation as well as phone. Right over here, you've got the start stop button. And then we have our nice 7-inch display right here. It is a colored 7-inch touchscreen, but they do have buttons. So if you are a button person instead of touchscreen, this is easy accessible. You can click map and go straight to map. If you just want to go back and be able to use touchscreen, very easy for that. I found it super easy to connect my phone and very clear for phone calls, easy to make a phone call. I didn't have any issues. There is one thing I want to showcase on here too, is the backup camera. Very nice backup camera. You've got that as well as a 360 view. But if you click up here on the camera button, it does give you a different view. Now this was a first for me. This helps you parallel park and not scrape up your rims. Yay! So on the side, it does give you kind of a buffer here. So as you're parking, that kind of gives you some space so you're not going to be able to tear up your rims. So I do like that option. If you hit camera one more time, it enlarges your view. As we move below, we have dual AC options here, dual AC and heat. You've got that for the driver and passenger. Below that is here some plugs as well as a 12-volt. You can plug in your phone, and I did forget to mention that it is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So easily be able to connect and use what you want to from your phone. Another neat thing is Nissan Connect also has an option to be able to use Alexa or Google Assistant to be able to turn your car on and off, lock it, or turn on the flashers, which I thought was really cool. They have different plans for that, and there also is an app that can do the same things. Coming on the other side of the steering wheel, I wanted to show you a few things. Down below here, we've got a few other options. Of course, things that we're used to seeing is your lift gate and the gas thing. Your heated steering wheel is down here, as well as changing your modes on driving, sport and eco. I did find that kind of awkward though, because as you're driving, you really can't see this from below. So it's hard to see what you're pressing. So I love the options, just wish they might have been in a different spot. As we move down right here by the gear shift, right here we've got the heated seats. In the center console, we have another 12-volt as well as another plug. Moving on to the rear seat, I want to show you. We've got the AC vents here in the center as well as 2 plugs for them. And then you also have another 12-volt behind the second row seating. And that pretty much sums up our technology. Number 4 is storage. And let me tell you, for a compact SUV, this has got some pretty neat little features. Let me show you what it's got. Now, from the driver's seat down here, we do have a very slim here storage and a cup holder, held my water bottle. Right over here, they've got a little tray up front in front of the gear shift. You do have 2 cup holders and a small tray. And then you do have a small but deep console here with another small tray. Moving on to the second row, right here, these doors open nice and wide, allowing you easy access to either take in and out a car seat, help a child, or just to be able to haul more stuff. So easy and accessible. We do have a drink holder storage right here in the door, as well as in here. This center also doubles by pulling the strap. You're able to drop it down and it doubles as your drink holders too. These seats do, like I said earlier, move up and back, as well as recline. And this is all, is this button right here that helps it recline back for your backseat riders. or it can fold all the way forward if you're wanting to store more things. Now, let's move on to one of my wow items in the back. Of course, we've got the lift gate, automatic lift gate, and you've got the auto close up here. Also has the option where you can kick if you've got your hands full and make sure and get that lift gate open for you to store things. But this is really interesting. It's called the divide and hide for Nissan. And at first it seemed really complicated when I got back here. But it's got these two pieces and you're able to move them around which best fits your need, which actually offers a ton of versatility. So let me show you some of the things. So this right here is called the box and actually covers. So it allows you to store something here, but if you wanted to cover some items, you've got a nice big spot right here that you're able to cover some things. So that is one option. And this is the one piece. Now the below piece here is actually loose and you can slide it lower, making it even with the floor. And that gives you storage underneath here. Or there's another level right in here. I want to show you. So on top, it lays, and this right here can slide to a lower volume right there. Now this actually gives you a nice base, but also allowing you to have underneath storage, which is nice on both little ways. But there's another option. If you really need to maximize what you're putting in your car and you need more height, you can actually take this and drop it down lower, and take this one and drop it down lower. And now it actually comes down deeper in your floor to allow you a little more height to be able to store things. So it's got some really neat capability here for all your storage options. But I'm really impressed. For a compact SUV, this thing offers a ton in storage room. Last but not least is handling. And I have to say I was really impressed driving this Nissan Rogue. It handled really well. In city driving, it handled easy, nimble, quick to get around, be able to get in and out of traffic, being able to park in the parking lot, no problems whatsoever. And then on the highway, I did find one of my wow things. As I was driving on the highway, the cabin is extremely quiet. And that's when I'll tend to notice a little more road noise but none. I found it actually to be very quiet and nice. The other thing was the Nissan Intelligent Cruise. Was impressed. Thumbs up there. And I'll tell you why. So when you do the Intelligent Cruise, you're not only setting it where it's keeping the, of course, distance between you and the vehicle in front of you at a distance, but also it keeps you in your lane. And a lot of the vehicles I have driven, sometimes it'll be doing good, and then every once in a while you get kind of the pinball effect just slightly. This one did not do it at all. It was very steady, straight, didn't feel any of that. It was very smooth. I was very impressed with the driving as far as that went on highway miles. The other option I want to tell you was my wow thing, was braking. And I know that sounds strange, like to be so excited about braking, but let me tell you my wow. So you know how you're driving along and then you have to firmly hit the brakes, whether either a car pulls out in front of you or all of a sudden a red light and you hit the brakes. Well, usually with that effect is a little bit of nosedive in the car, meaning the front of your car will dip down. Or, everybody's kind of doing this. Or the worst thing that we get, you're trying to hold everything on your passenger seat so that doesn't fly off the seat. Did not have that at all with the Nissan. I noticed right away when you had to come to a firm stop, you press the brake and you even kind of, okay, it's going to happen. And it doesn't. It still is very straight. You don't get the nosedive. It just has a very steady stop. Nothing that ever came off my front seat. It was great. And so I had to wonder why. So I did look it up and find out that Nissan does have the intelligent braking system. And what they do or utilize is they utilize the transmission to do like an engine brake to help level the vehicle on those stops. So you don't feel that at all. I think that was amazing. I loved that. So one of my favorite things was the braking. All right. I do have to say it does have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It was plenty to get up and go in this vehicle as far as merging onto traffic or, taking off from a stop. I would prefer a little more acceleration. So it kind of leaves a little bit to be desired in that category. But with that, you were still able to get great gas mileage. So, I guess a give and take on that aspect. All right. So if you think the Nissan Rogue might be good for you or your family, I really would love you to follow up with Cedar Park Nissan. They were fantastic. They're looking just to help you find a fit for you. So if you find something that might work, there's an S model, SV, and SL, and they range anywhere from 26,000 to probably 38,000 with different, options and stuff on them. But they would love to see if they would, could find one that fits your family. So other than that, please go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel at Women Own Wheels. I'm on Facebook and Instagram too. And you can also find me at womenownwheels.com. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.